Hello and welcome back to the Tales of Symphonia Talkthrough with me, the Jonin Monkey.
And me, Sven, the Crusader. I'm turning this down.
I really should keep asking you to turn that down beforehand anyway.
I really should remember to turn it down beforehand.
Oh, dude. So, yeah, last time we explained the mechanics and unfortunately died to a wolf. This time we are now going to press further on with the plot and the characters. So, we're now about to move into the temple and get I'm going to undergo the trials of the chosen. I guess the entry test, you could say.
Pretty much. That was just about when the game gets interesting.
Yes, especially since the evil Desires have basically invaded, and again, this has been sped up since the GameCube version because this took forever.
Yeah, oh god, I remember watching this old man go down the stairs for like a minute straight.
Yeah. Oh god. And,
move faster, Pokey!
Sven has a respect for the slowly dying. Oh geez. Although I've got to say, this poor old man, he has a lot of resilience because you remember last time you could choose between going to the temple or staying at the school. If you decide to stay at the school, the impetus or the group to go to the temple is him walking into school and dying in front of the children.
Oh my god, I did not know that happened.
Yeah, that's what happens when you choose its research.
I'm kind of glad I never chose that option. Poor man having to stagger into school and then die in front of all the children, probably traumatizing them for life.
Pretty much, although these kids go through a lot of trauma in this world, but after that... And yeah, a lot of these choices, again, they do have some impact on the plot, even if it's subtle, because it looks like the standard common sense ones, like, very few people would say, you can go by yourself, I'm staying here. But that's basically if you want to take down some affected levels, which I personally wouldn't do it, because there are better ways to do it, let's just say that. And here we have a very ominous reoccurring enemy, voiced by, who was he voiced by again, Sven?
Robin Atkin Downs. Some may know him as the medic from Team Fortress 2.
Your life is mine.
He certainly has a very upper-class voice.
It is very true.
And yeah, this is what the designs look like. The oppressors of the human race, trying not to sound like Attack on Titan.
And on that day, humanity received a grim reminder.
No, they would if one soldier didn't suddenly go missing.
Just have this image of him in the background just going, yeah, go get him, lads, I'll sit back here and eat this sandwich.
Well, I can think of better ways to waste their time. Although I have an alternate theory, that'll be explained a little bit later. I imagine that he's changing. Changing isn't what you asked. We'll see in literally a few seconds. This hulking monster!
Oh my god! Oh my god! I never imagined it. I never imagined it that way, but I cannot unsee it.
It's like evil Clark Kent. He goes on, goes into a phone booth, changes it to this hulking monstrosity. This is Viadar, the first boss, and yeah, this event is instantly triggered by time, and it's mainly to show off the arrival of the fourth party member.
The most badass character in Tales history.
Who are you?
Certainly one of the most popular at any rate. He's constantly in the top 3.
And now that we're back into the fight proper with Desire and Clark Kent here, let me just remark on how much I hate this boss. He killed me 4 times in my first playthrough.
Yeah, Television volume battle system, it's fun, but it can really murder you if you're not paying attention.
Yeah, like, oh god, we're gonna run into one of the bosses we're gonna run into a boss later that is one of my greatest shames in video gaming. You'll see.
Yeah, basic, safe strategy to use on all bosses. First of all, actually, before I give the strategy, as you can see, the magic lens shows how many HP you've got. If you hold down R, you can check at any time just to see how close you are to the victory. But anyway, basic battle strategy is to launch into a couple of free attacks and a special move and then to block. The reason I say is because if it's all too tempting to just go into the fray and slash wildly, but the enemy will attack you, especially with moves like that. Viadar is once he moves you when he's at half health, the Shatter Shot, which basically replaces his slow hammer with a faster sword. So, yeah, watch out for that.
Yeah.
Believe I lost to a bunch of kids.
Bye, Superman. We knew you well, Soups.
Yeah.
I never thought you'd show up.
And random trophy, love me tender.
Love
basically,
me tender? Oh my god! An Elvis song?
Yeah, basically it's getting a 10-hit combo in the game. I don't know why it got
Oh my
chose
god.
that time.
Is everyone all right?
Oh my god, that is the worst pun I have ever heard in my life. Love me tender.
Oh my god.
Is that an X-Sphere?
Oh jeez.
Oh my god, they put it in an Elvis song of all things.
Oh jeez. But yeah, this is the
Okay,
introduction of a...
Sorry guys, I'm done dying.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the mercenary Kratos, voiced by Cam Clark, who we've already mentioned in the last part. He is a pretty cool character. He's also an extremely useful one at the start of the game, since he's kind of a mixture of a spellcaster and a sword user, which means he can back up Lloyd when he goes into the fray, but he can also back up and heal other characters. And since we don't have much money to pay for healing items, that is very useful.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have much money for healing items, and we have no other healer.
Pretty much. But I should also mention at this point, the other characters are Colette's kind of a long-range attacker since he uses chakrams, basically the throwing disc things. Genus is a spellcaster, so he relies mainly on spells, and if you, actually, I got to mention that orange gels are items which can be used to restore TP. In big battles such as the boss battles, I would use them on Genus for the simple reason that you do not want him going into the fray to try and boost up his health. His combos are crap, and he has the defense of a wet paper towel. So.
Yep. Tell that to 13-year-old me, but yep.
Gotcha. Then I'm just gonna follow you on my
Also, I really like this because, as you saw in the options, there was the standard "What did you see?" when Kratos coined Lloyd weak, and if you go with Gotcha, Lloyd actually takes a kind of badass and kind of cool option where he goes, "Gotcha! I'll just follow you in by myself." If you choose the standard "What do you say?" option, a slightly different version of the scene plays out where Colette convinces Kratos to have them bring him in. So.
Wow. Yeah, this really is like playing through the game for the first time because I'm seeing options I never took.
Yeah, basically, no matter which option you pick, the story continues, but also it's kind of cool seeing alternate versions of scenes, and it's also really useful for later on in the game, but we'll explain that later. And also, Kratos has basically just handed Lloyd a training manual, which is kind of insulting. Yeah, this is basically where you would learn this stuff if you don't have a helpful talk through of a snarky American and a whimsical British man to explain it for you.
Lucky you guys.
Although I do have to question why they decided to give you the training manual after an intense boss battle, but never mind.
Yeah, they give you the training manual after you already know what you're doing.
Pretty much. So yeah, this is the first dungeon. The I believe it's Martel Chapel, or it's only a chapel. I forget the exact name.
And those are some giant spiders.
Yeah, these are the standard enemies you'll face, along with the ghouls and goblins you'll see the last part. Well, I keep calling them goblins, but they're more like zombies. In fact, that is literally what they are.
Yeah, that. Oh god, I lost my train of thought in clearing my throat.
Ah well, whilst you're recovering that train of thought, when you reach certain levels, you'll automatically learn new skills. In this case, we've learned the Sonic Thrust. In the tech menu, you can assign it to different buttons, so I like to assign it to B forward, and there you go. And since we're just going to be killing random enemies for the time being, here's a quick opportunity. We mentioned Count Clark, but we should probably mention the voice actors for the other characters. Our main hero, Roy Dervick, he's voiced by Scott Menville, who's mostly known for voicing Robin in Teen Titans, and also known for mysteriously disappearing off the face of the earth. Venus was voiced by, oh god, I can never pronounce her name, Khalij Oshikshari?
I'm just guessing, because I don't know, like, Scott's Irish pronunciations, but O'Shaughnessy, I'm guessing.
That sounds more plausible. But yeah, she's also known for voicing many child characters, including Konohamaru from Naruto. And she also
Oh yeah, she did voice those characters. I completely forgot.
And we also have Heather Hogan, who was fairly new to the voice acting scene at the time of this game, but she's appeared in many roles since, including Shiki from The World Ends of You. And that role is most notable to me because I was kicking myself when the credits rolled of that game because I did not recognize it until then and went, ah, jeez, it is Glenn!
But yeah, good voice cast so far.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, this is the first puzzle you'll come across. Basically, these golem enemies, kill them and they turn into square blocks, which you can then move down the holes in order to fill up the gaps in the pathway. I like to lead them towards the hole so there's less pushing around.
Understandably so. As an aside, they are excellent experience fodder.
Oh yes, because they will continuously respawn after you've shoved them down the hole. That sentence sounded awkward, but I'm moving on.
One right after another.
And that's what she said.
And, yeah, Kratos learned Sonic Thrust, so... Yes, that's right, look badass.
I just need to remark here, it is odd seeing subtitles in the... Okay, speed up. It is odd seeing subtitles in the, battle cutscenes.
Yeah, I know, that's something they've added for the PlayStation 3 version, mainly because this is the first Tales game that allows you the option to play Japanese audio. Because that's something a lot of people have been demanding. I don't see the point, but there you go.
Yeah, me either. It's that whole sub versus dub thing that I never got.
Yeah, but either way, by doing all of that, you gain this little item here known as the Sorcerer's Ring, which is an incredibly useful item that serves as the basis for basically all of the puzzles in future temples.
So, even the important MacGuffin.
Pretty much, yeah. And if you keep going around here to build up experience, like Sven said, you can also fill in the other ways to obtain the chest, most of which contain healing items, I'm going to be honest.
In fairness, at this point, they are very useful.
Yes. There's also an extra flight of stairs, which are very easy to miss, but if you go around, you can go for free... get the free treasure chest. But first, Skid. Basically,
just a note here, I love these characters' expressions.
Oh, yes. They're all drawn by manga artists. I forget which manga artist was connected to Tales of Symphonia. I'll bring it back up later. But yeah, there are some really great expressions in these skits. Also, it's basically explained that the whole reason the monsters are here is to test Colette's abilities at this point. So, the game does like to throw like little nods and hints into the little details, like why exactly this temple's filled with monsters to begin with.
Yeah, it is nice to have some sort of indication of why we're doing what we're doing.
Yeah. But anyway, now that we've used the sorcery to open up the door, this is pretty much ends the temple, so join us next time when we get more plot. I've been the Jonin Monkey.
And I have been Sven the Crusader. Sorry about that, I'm eating.